I get the money, but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me.
Now Tannehill. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller. His 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go. Ready. This is Pittsburgh. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready, go.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going deep downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 12-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey,
ready? From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Greystone, Travis, 30 base.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Now here's Ross. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And now the throw hauled in by Green. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Watch it.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Topper! Hey!
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Look at me, zipper!
Hey, watch the slant.
Go!
Slant. Mike 51.
Let go!
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now!
Pull it together.
Hey, Alpha!
Back to throw, Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Ready!
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Tannehill down a throw. There goes a deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
I don't think you got it, son. Mike 5-5, Mike 55. I don't even know why.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 52.
X3. X3. Cut. Off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Uzama. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's complete. It's Green here. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Wait. Slow, slow.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready, ready.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
Now.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Alert flare, alert flare.
Blue draw quarters. Spit.
Play action. It's Tannehill.
Silver.
This one complete to Coleman. That one goes for 36 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey. Speak river.
Again, Tannehill. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Bravo.
Tannehill throwing again. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And some room to roam now. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Ready. Pittsburgh. 80 weapons. Right. 54.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day.
Mixon with a first down carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check 26, 22, check, bomber, 22, check, bomber.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
54. He's tired of you. Check 43.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back. 54.
Here's a second and 7. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Let's bring it.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Come on, fellas.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The open man is Smith. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on,
Tannehill
50,
now,
plant.
just 6 of 15, through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here. Now Tannehill, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
18 Gator. 55. Go. Ready.
On first down, Tannehill. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Down.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Haywood. Be crippled.
To the air again, Tannehill. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tevin Coleman, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's first and 10.
49, check 49, check 49. Great stone, travel. 54, Mike, 54.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
That's a takeaway.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done, they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Show it up. Show it up.
Right there.
Again, it's Mixon.
I'm going to run you over.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, watch this, watch this. He's coming. Double up, double up.
That's it.
Coming, double up.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hit it.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Coming again.
6-yard pickup.
Check safety, check safety.
2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
General West.
Mike 55, Mike
Yep.
55.
Hey, watch the slant.
Mike, go.
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken very short.
The Bengals take over first
Come on,
and
now.
10
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey. Check 50, check 50.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
It's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Go to base.
Now back to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 40.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about, forcing incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Ready to break.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. No, no, no. Off, off, off. '61, matchbox lights. Hey, check mine, check mine. Watch it, golf, golf. SOS, SOS.
Tannehill.
SOS, SOS.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. How about that being his 13th interception of the season, tied for number 2 all time?
And when someone's having a season that fantastic, wouldn't you think you'd have a scouting report that says, don't throw in his area?
I don't think he's cared about the scouting reports all year.
Yeah, he's found a way to find the football. He's become a true ball magnet.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
2nd and 9 now. Big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And a big loss this here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Titan football.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the safety crease.
Tannehill now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Tannehill now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Greystone travel. We got double up. On the ball.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all
Yes, yes.
You're all mine.
Buzz.
Now a first down throw. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Coleman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 outlaw.
Check pass.
Get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a give right side, Coleman. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey!
Let's go.
Hey! High 7.
Man up, D.
Big grip.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What we got? Where we go?
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Set, hut, deep 60 yards. Mike 50. Let's go. Curve on. Slam, slam, slam. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
I got one. Hatchet, hatchet. 61. Match back. Right.
They'll run with Mixon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Oh, check. Ready. The mic. Check. 55 the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Shut up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's like a freight train. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Let's go.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 3, check 3.
Hey, check right, check right. Watching you five. Here we go, here we go.
Magic. Go.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. Heavy?
They'll give it to Mixon.
Give me something.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Another try for Mixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Check hot route. Hot.
Here's Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Come on,
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter. He don't want it.
Now it's Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, what? Go! 54. Mike, 54. I'm coming.
They'll run with Mixon. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Here we go. Here we go.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew...